What's up, y'all? Where is my AirPods? Find my AirPods. For anybody coming in, just FYI, I ain't doing nothing serious tonight. I'm just looking for or about to like this joint's close. I'm just about to make some thumbnails. About to hang out. We ain't doing nothing serious tonight. If y'all got questions, hit me up. Where are my AirPods? Because for real, I'm trying to listen to music while I do. Why do I have loose carrots in my bag? What's happening here? Yeah, but more importantly, more carrots. I don't know where my AirPods are, and I just heard this drawing. This is not important. Hey, what's up, Sully? How's it going, man? Good to see you. I can't find my AirPods, so I guess I'm not listening to music you guys can't hear, but I can while I'm doing this. But yeah, I'm just chilling, y'all. Nothing serious. This weekend, Elio and 28 Years Later comes out, so um, I figure I might as well just get some of that work done now. Probably won't put out a review for both, but more than likely 28 years later. Um, Funnily enough, I still need to finish 28 days later, and I'm probably going to watch 28 weeks later tomorrow or late tonight. But yeah, Sully, welcome. Appreciate you being here, man. Let's hang out. Uh, don't have no high expectations on me. I'm just out here chilling. All right, here we go. Canva. Oh, I'm gonna show you all the lazy ways in which I do things. Where is okay? So let's just make a copy of this. Copy of that. What are we doing? 28 years later. Let's just do that. All right, get rid of the homie. 28 years later. Keep review. Actually, I want to get rid of this because this was a special situation. Um, you. What up, Chris? Christian Mayfield. How you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. Hope all is well with the fam. Tell Rennie I said what's up. But yeah. So let's see what we got going on. Let's get rid of this pool. Let's actually come down here. Steal. Where I want to steal this from. Awesome. Let's take this from awesome. Dope. Is this 28 years later? Yeah. All right. Wow. Good. All right. Let's get some pictures. So I don't know if y'all know about this website, but it's themoviedb.org. And anything you need concerning the movie, you can find it here. I've shared it with some of y'all already. Oh, did not mean to click that button. I'll put this on here. Oh, word, yeah, your Superman joint. I saw that. It looked pretty good. All right, let's hit these backdrops. Ooh, okay. All right. All right. What we got to work with here? All right. So right off the bat. All right. Let me save this. New folder. 20 years. later. MG1. Let's take that. I kind of like this. So I'm gonna take this too. Don't know if I'm gonna use it, but it's got enough space for me to do something with it. Oh, where'd it go? Too many tabs open already. All right. Ball head do. Let's take homie. AMG3. Let's do that. These two could those images are, ma'am. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Yeah, man. I'm just trying to knock some stuff out now because I don't probably won't feel like doing it tomorrow. I might go see it tomorrow, but I'm not sure what kind of Juneteenth plans Mel has. So we shall see. We probably going to end up hanging out with the Newmans more than likely, but we shall see what we shall see. I do like this. Take this. AMG 5, yes. All right, let's get rid of these tabs. Weirdly enough, it almost feels like there's not a lot to work with here. This is cool. Let's take that. AMG 6. Okay. So this is almost shot in the same ruddy style that the first one is shot in, which should be interesting to see because some of these other images don't look like that. All right, so that's all we got with that. 28 years later. Well, hey, there's some stuff here. IMG 6. Nope, already got a 6. IMG 8. Is it the Hebrew? No. All right, look, I need to save the logo anyway for the review because y'all know I always put a logo on my review. IMG, oh, no, actually, 28 R YRL logo. Let's save this for now. Okay. Oh, that's the new language logo. Got you. I almost like that more though. Let me just save this anyway. IMG, nope, logo 2. Uh, but and sometimes the posters have some good stuff on it I can use. That boy is on top of this tower. What is he doing? That does not seem like a good idea. Oh. I can use that, but his shoulder's cut off. IMG9. Yeah, I never said this would be an entertaining process. So let's see. Yo, what up, the laser? What up, laser? Long term no see, Kenny. How's it hanging? Oh, it's going good, man. Going good. Off off work tomorrow for Juneteenth. Excited to celebrate that with the fam. Just getting some work in right now. Work. This is my hobby. So let's see. Was I saving something? No. All right. So what else? I like that eyeball quite a bit. All right. So what else? What else we got? All right. I wonder if I can do something with this eyeball. IMG 10. Yeah. Not legit. I typically go through a bunch of these. All right. Is there I want to see if that eyeball is available. Nope. I wish it was available without the 28 years later in it, but I can probably remove that. And it's probably going to end up being behind the thing anyway. So, all right, let's see what the other people have here. No, no, no. All right. I think we got everything we need. So let's close all this. Probably going to end up using that tower. All right. And come on. Do this here. And we can get rid of all of that. All that. All right. Let's just take care of this logo real quick for the review. But how's everybody doing, man? What y'all seeing this weekend? Y'all seeing 28 years later? Y'all seeing something else? No. In the L comments. Ooh, damn. I didn't need to put that there. All right. Create folder. Let me know if y'all can see this, by the way, because I'm not sure if y'all can actually see what I'm doing. It might be too small. Let's see. 28 years later. Continue. So there. Upload files. Take all that. All right. So let me make this. Oops. Put this guy out here. Make this a logo real quick. Nope. Reduce that. You just want enough for it to kind of stick out. That's too big. All right. Let's see. Da, da, da. Transparent background. Just select this page only. Save downloads. Cool. Let's make the next one. I'm not really sure which one I'm going to end up using. So let's do the same process here. I could just go for the outline, but I typically like doing the glow. Here, reduce that blur, increase that size. There you go. Look at it. Look at that. That's gorgeous. All right. Wow. And this is really just for the logos and stuff. All right. So let's center this. Okay. Once again, transparent. 1:1. Cool. All right. So let's get to the fun stuff. Just chilling tonight. Going to see Elio Friday. Yeah, I'm going to probably see Elio. I thought I was going to see it Friday, but I'm not entirely sure because the show times aren't. I'm old, so I really don't like going to shows that are later than 7:30. And I know one show is at 4 p.m., but I'm probably getting off work at like 4 p.m. And I know another one. The next one is at like 7:30. So I'm kind of and y'all know I watch wrestling, so Friday nights is Friday Night SmackDown, which starts at 8 o'clock. So going to a 7:30 showing, probably not going to happen. So yeah. Also, Toy Story 5 releases in 1 year from today. Inside Out turns 10 years old. Yo, Inside Out. I just watched Inside Out 2 over the weekend at my uncle's house for what was that? A Father's Day barbecue? Still good. Still dope. Um, it's still a dope movie. And the what's the name of that thing? The I don't know if I want that. The let's do it anyway. The anxiety attack scene is still one of the best scenes I've seen, no pun intended, in quite some time. Just brighten this boy up. Edit, and this is basically how I do it. Magic grab, grab the homie, grab homie number two, take that, and let's see. Oh, I don't know what that is. All right, take these two gents. Now I can move this joint anywhere I want. This one, for some reason, has a black line attached to it. Send this joint to the back. Oh, all right. So, for one, we need some color because these dudes are zombie white for some reason. No. All right, let's set to this. Yeah, we've already brightened them up. Let's make them a bit more vibrant. Uh, I'm not loving this, what I'm seeing right now, because their faces are stone white and it's very difficult to see. Let's see if a color change of the. That's better, but it's still difficult to see. Yellow, no. But also, let's try some other words just to see if they fit, right? Um, Terror, of course, this would need to be large. No, wrong thing. This would need to be larger. So we would do some letter spacing. Terror. Bring these guys down. Bring this thing up. That's still kind of like you can barely see the fact that it says terror. Let's see if we bring these guys. Yeah, this picture is just not a good picture, is basically what I'm getting here. This is just a horrifying. This is not a good picture to work with. So we'll move on to the next thing. Yeah, that's just not gonna work. I wish it looked better. Well, I wish it was a better quality picture, but it's just not what we got to work with right now. All right, so let's go with this then. Take this. Y'all know this Jones trial and error. Um, I always use this Fresno thing because the colors just pop a lot better. Um, let's see. Let's take him. Da, 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 da. Magic grab. The problem with this though is that bow is going out the frame. So I'm wondering how that's going to look when I actually bring this image forward and throw that background to the back because that could present some issues. I do like this green though. Cool. Yeah, it's almost like he has to reach the top because the bow is being cut off, right? Um, send this guy to the back. Yeah, I mean, like it's not gonna fly. This is gonna be one of those thumbnails that kind of makes things more difficult than I would like them to be, or movies with images that makes things a little bit more difficult. Now I know the solution, but I kind of didn't want to do that, or kind of was like not in love with doing that. Let's see. Wish I could make him smaller. and extend that bow because that would make this a lot easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of him. These are some of the tricks I use. I'm not even saying this is going to work, but we'll see. Take this bow, grab this bow. I use Canva to edit videos to my storage. To my storage photos is 98%. So you got to fix that, but it's so easy and fun to use. I agree, man. Like I would never claim to be. Thank you, appreciate that. I'll never claim to be like a designer at all. Um, but I think that I mean no bow is that big, so it looks a little ridiculous, but it does extend it. Now, I probably need to bring this forward or not. Let's take that back. Let's go back. Send that backwards. Okay. To kind of fix this drawing up a little bit. Because now I can kind of, and then if I bring these up in a little closer, letter spacing, bring terror in a little closer, but increase its size, I might be able to do something here. You know, I might be able to do. Wait, hold on. First of all, is Terry even spelled right? It sure as hell ain't. What the hell? Is it or isn't it? All right. This is why we have Google. No, yeah, that's right. Okay, never mind. I'm right. Terror. All right, got it. All right. It's fine ish, but it's like, I think for me, because of this thumbnail style that I use, the trick is to have the words, but like, because obviously, so all my thumbnails look like this, right? Or most of them. Um, so if I go to like black bag, right? You know, got the homies there. It says awesome in the back. I hope my people can or my viewers can know that that says awesome. Loyalty, that was a little bit of a difficult one. Truth, I think that was a difficult one. Blah 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 blah. And some of those worked out, some of those didn't. Different? The hell? But sometimes like so this is cool. This is fine, but I hate like the way this image looks. So that's probably going to be a no go. Even though that's kind of the way the first film is shot and like looks, it kind of like just like looks like that. But enough. Ooh, oh, you know what? Let me take this drawing and see what this work just happened. Okay, there we go. Take that. Send this backwards. You know, oh, but I think what I can do to kind of like remedy this is I'm gonna separate. Oh, that's right. So trick or the trade, duplicate that. Get rid of this guy on this one. Get rid of that guy. Now I can do with them what I please. All right. So, oh, all right. Gonna see. Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up, T? How you doing, man? It is correct. Yeah, I was tripping. Sometimes I'll be second guessing myself, but yeah, terror that is spelled correct. Hi everyone. I'm not tech savvy, so I was stuck to using PowerPoint, even though after programs like Canva are better, probably better. Yeah, like I'm not a designer. I all I've been doing is just messing around with stuff and throwing stuff at the wall and seeing if it sticks. And sometimes it turns out really well, and then sometimes it turns out to not be as well. So let's see. Because the trick is you want them to see the E. I feel like this, you know, yeah, I mean, this is the difficulty of having a thumbnail style where people are covering stop it, where people are covering the words. But also, like I said, these images aren't the greatest. Also, let me increase this because I'm not sure you guys can see these as well. So decrease that a little bit. Let's increase the overall dilly dally. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Help y'all see it a little bit better. So I think like y'all like can y'all I mean I know because y'all are here when I'm doing it, y'all know it says terror behind them. Also, the funny thing about making thumbnails before you see the movie is I don't know if I'm going to feel like this movie is a terror. This movie might be awful. You know what I mean? But I'm just trying to, you know. But yeah, let's see what else we got here. Did you hear that the next Pixar movie, Gato, indebted to a feline mob boss, a black cat named Nero, finds himself forced to forge an unexpected friendship that may finally lead him to his purpose? That sounds fun. That sounds very, very Pixar, and it sounds fun. I like that. Hey, hey, people saying what's up. That's great work for having to put characters over words. I also went out for a planned review of Crash on Canva. Yeah, that's what's up. Blood good. Thank you very much. I'm getting my life together. I'm finally putting out a review this week. Yo, I like so that's the funny thing about 28 years later and potentially Elio is yes, I put out a review for Black Bag. I filmed that thing a month and a half ago and edited it like maybe maybe a month ago. So I actually haven't made a new review in maybe a month, right? Besides like the what are those things called? The vlog things I've been doing, right? I think I reviewed the Father's Day vlog. I actually did review the Phoenician scheme, and I kind of reviewed Materialist, which I said in that video I'm going to put out a review for it. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but yeah. So I like this ish, kind of, maybe I don't know. But this one, I think this is fine. I think I would like to just maybe make this image a little bit better. And yeah, maybe a little sharp, clarity. Um, and so I think it's fine. I don't like how high terror is. But also I can bring down 28 years later to kind of mitigate that. Stop it. There you go. But yeah, kind of took a piece of a bow and arrow and added it to this one. All right. So that's fine. These are two fine thumbnails. I'm not in love with either one of them. Let me actually do myself a favor here and add some more shadow to this, John. All right, where you at? There you go. What they at, though? All right, so I can't. So no, I can't actually. Let me see if I can change where the shadow is. Yeah, that could, all right. I think that's negligent. Not negligent, negligible. All right, that's fine. If this movie turns out to be terrible and it's not a terror, I'm going to be pissed. But I'll figure something else out. All right, so let's just get rid of this stuff here and this extra bow and arrow piece. and work on a third one. Where's the project at? So project, I feel like, ooh, ooh. All right, now we cooking with grease. All right, so let's do this. Let's oh, images. All right, brighten this up a little bit so the people can see it. Magic grab. Let's grab this guy. Grab it. All right. Take the Tower of Giza over here. What I want to do is I want to duplicate this drawing actually. Bow. Bow. I need to zoom out so I can actually see this full thing. All right, here we go. Right, right. Okay. As a matter of fact, let's in. Ooh, no, this is off. Yeah, let's make sure that's on. All right. So let's actually just to make sure these are the same size. Just duplicate it. Okay. So now this side is off. What's going on here? All right. Okay. You can stop anytime. And now it's up here. What's going on here? All right. Are you everywhere? Are you good now? Are we good? All right. Cool. Cool. Okay. Now let's take Captain Planet. All right. It's a lot going on here. But let's move some layers around. Let's move some layers around. Come on, you can do it. All right, show layers. Okay, so I feel like having Terra here is just going to be a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. That's very busy. Um, 28 years later. Yeah, this just seems like a lot. I've made this overly complicated. Overly complicated. This is a lot. There's a lot. Oh, duh, Ken. Send backwards. Send backwards. Does it still feel like a lot? A little bit. It just feels like a lot's going on. Sorry, y'all, if I'm not reading your comments immediately. I'm just like in the zone, auto zone. So let's move this guy over here, and let's move this guy over here, so we can have a little bit more texture behind the terra. It still feels like quite a bit is going on this thumbnail. I might not use this one because it's very freaking busy. So I thought I was doing something cool, but guess not. All right, turn, turn, turn. All right, that's yeah. There's too much going on. It's far too much. Okay, yeah, there's too much going on. I mean, an alternative, honestly, is just getting rid of this and doing kind of like this thing here. But I kind of have a specific type of style with my thumbnails, so that would kind of disrupt that style because there's no words in the back. Let's also add shadow so he's coming up off this thing a little bit. Size. Move the extra. Do I even need this extra bow and arrow? This is ugly. Is what I'm gathering. Um, I've done too much. I've done far too much here. Uh, yeah, I don't love this. I don't love it. Yeah, I could do something like 28 years later movie review, and that'd be nice, you know. Or I could take like the logos. Are they any like just straight across Jones? No, no straight across logos. Do like that. I think my best bet might be that one, but stop it. I don't need you right now. Let's see. Obviously, we're going to want to center this, but secondly to that, obviously, is we got so much space over here. Not only do we want to center this, which we will right now, we're also going to want to reduce the spacing here. Look at that. Uh, it's okay. If I was doing this kind of style thing, that would be fine. But you know, it's all right. Anyway, let me get to some of these comments. Uh, 28 years later. Yep, same. We keep a lookout. Awesome. Hell yeah. Can't wait to see what you cook up. Hope I can get out Friday. I have a ton of schoolwork this weekend. I hear that. Salute. What up, Perk? What up, bro? I love Black Bag. That movie was brilliant. I agree, man. That movie was really fun. That movie was fun as hell. I saw Final Destination Bloodlines, and it's so far the best film of 2025. But I haven't watched Sinners yet. Yeah, I really enjoyed uh, Final Destination Bloodlines. I thought that was a really fun movie. I think Sinners, for me personally, is a much better film. But at the same time, I had a good time in the theater watching Final Destination. Sully, after I see F1, for sure, watch your review. I'm really excited about that one. I'm excited for it too. I have tickets for it for next Thursday at 4 o'clock in IMAX. So I'm super excited to see it. Yo, what up, there? What up, Batman? Good to see you, bro. Magic, appreciate you, buddy. I'm so far behind on movies and TV shows, but I did just start watching Clean Slate, a comedy with Laverne. Laverne Cox is dope. She was in is the New Black, and she's all that. It's actually really cute, but it was canceled after one season. That sucks. I hate when that happens. Also, my movie talk about I have three canker sores, and they're so annoying. But have you ever had? I honestly don't know what canker sores are. Um, to tell you the truth, I'm sorry. Books. Thanks to your videos, I might actually go finally learn how to read. T. Uh, no laser, but I have heard they can happen sometimes due to stress. Yeah. LC, thank you for your support. Always glad to hear that. That's awesome. You might be able to blur the background and then the rest might pop out better. May or may not help with the busyness. All right, let's try it. Um, I mean, the background is kind of just this sky in the back, or this smoke in the back. I know one thing. Whoops, whoops, whoops. I know one thing. There we go. Show layers. Bow. One thing will help for sure. It needs to be brighter. That's gonna help. And let's turn up the saturation on these bad boys. That kind of didn't really do anything. Contrast. Ooh, yeah. Where's that? 22. 22, and then what was the 47? All right, 47. Ooh, still don't love it. And I probably won't even use this one because it's not in the style that I've been putting out. Um, Therefore, if somebody wants this, they can have it. Because I'm probably not going to use it. And yeah, he needs to be centered, and we need to not cut off parts of his anatomy. Here we go. There we go. All right, that's the kind of detail I'm looking for. All right. It's great with more features people can use on Canva. What were you saying? Canva, when you have the full ability, opposed to me only having the free plan, but they're coming together. Yeah, like there's still a lot of sorry, features on the free version, but there's definitely a benefit to the paid version for sure, like the magic grab and the magic erase and all the other good stuff. You can just remove background, I think, on the regular plan. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, this is fine. This is okay. I'm not in love with any of this, to be honest with you. So let's make another one. Let's clear. Actually, this isn't the one we want to repeat because we're not repeating in this style. So let's repeat this one. Get rid of my guy. Get rid of this guy. Get rid of that guy. Uh, you know what? Simplicity. This just might be the best one to use because it's simple. And sometimes that's just the best way to go. All right, so magic grab. We're going to grab my guy. We're going to include um, some of these flowers. Please pick these flowers, if you will. Grab. I should have picked that small flower too. Sorry, though. All right. Send this thing to the back. Come on. There we go. Send this thing to the back. Let's go. All right. Now we cooking. Now we are cooking. All right. So first thing we gotta do is make sure that people understand that this is saying terror in the background. So should I make this guy smaller? That would be dumb. So let's make it huge. No. Uh, that's terrifying. But it's too big. That's what she said. Let's see here. Oh, now I got an idea. Here we go. Here we go. Bang. You see what I'm saying? So what I would do here is let's pull this guy to the front, all the way forward. Get rid of this O. Put a space there. Put two spaces there. Because this is basically what I did with the evil John. With the okay, too far back. Let's see. Where we go? Send backwards. Yes. Error. Now we cooking. Now we're cooking. We're doing something. Something's a brewing. We can actually make this head bigger. Let's to help out with this a little bit. Let's space out these letters a little bit more. All right, let's just keep going until we can't go no more. That's too much, obviously. 70. Okay. We might have something here. We might have this movie better be good because this is a positive thumbnail. Honestly, tell you the truth. Let's do this. One of the things that I have learned over the years is to instead of if you feel good about a thumbnail, but you might want to make a variation of it, instead of just making that variation, duplicate it, and then you can do whatever the hell you want while still keeping the one that you had. All right, so now, all right, that's too big. But let's see how Let's see how big we can get it. Pause. So, oh snap! I just thought of something. I think that's pretty much the best I can do in terms of head size in this one. Um, let's put a little bit of a shadow on here just to shadow it up a bit. All right, we got to get rid of that flower. You got to go, buddy. Apologies. But now that looks weird. Okay. All right, so we're just not going to do a shadow. We're just going to rely on. We're just going to rely on that. All right, so we'll just put this back here. But what I can do though is I can take this same picture. Where'd the picture go? Projects again. No, projects only. All right, projects. Dot 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 dot. How's that look? Oh, that's very vivid. Dot dot. Magic grab. Let's pick some flowers. Come on. All right, let's grab this guy, this little guy down here too. All right. Okay. Get rid of this. Soup, soup, soup. Mm, mm, mm. I like the idea of it is cool, but the execution of it is. Oh, you know what? You know what? Gotta use the tools that you got. Yellow flowers. Why is there some caps? Uh, that looks a little too. That looks a little too fake. All right. So graphic photos. Let's do photos. What looks similar? I think this one looks similar in a sense. Uh, but if I do that, I gotta get rid of the shoulder drawing. No, I don't. That's fine. I do still want to get rid of this though. This is kind of like a thorn in my side, if you will. Could I be doing too much? Maybe. Um, but yeah, like I said, you gotta use the tools that they gave you. All right, and let's look for a smaller, maybe a smaller version of this. Let's take that, remove the background, whittle this guy down. That's funny. But no, let's whoop. All right, messing up my whoop. Whoop. There we go. All right. Oh, I didn't mean to duplicate the whole thing. This stop it. Stop doing that. Just duplicate the tiny flower bed. There we go. All right. So where else can we stick this thing? Whoop. There. Put this. Send backwards. Send backwards again. There we go. Man, I think we can get rid of that one. I think we're cooking a little bit. I think we're cooking a little bit. All right, let's turn this one around, right side up, increase its size. I think this is cool. I think that's fine. Maybe add this little reefy reef. Nope. Stop. Um, where did it go? I clicked on it. There it is. Nah, this feels like too much now. I feel like I've done too much. Let's actually just remove that. Take that, copy that, paste that, move that over here. It still feels like I'm doing too much, but it's something. Nope. All right. That's that's version 3, I guess. Yeah. Okay. King Swords an open wound in the mouth. Ouch. Sorry to hear about that, man. That doesn't sound fun at all. Pin photos coming out nicely. Thank you. Much appreciated. I think out of all the ones that I've made thus far, that I like this one the most, for sure. Um, oops, no. I thought I could increase the size of these, but I guess not. Um, let's try something. Yeah. So this is what we have so far. Well, I guess I'm not sure if you guys can see this. See it well. But oh, you know what I can do? Well, that covers me. This is what we got so far. It's fine. I like it for the most part. But let's work on one more, and then oh my god, it's almost 1 o'clock. All right, let's work on one more because I know there's one more image that I would like to at least try here. Um, all right, buddy. Let's relax. Let's go back down. There we go. All right. Let's get rid of these flowers. Get rid of this entirely. Why is this here? Ooh, there we go. There we go. All right. Oh, you know what? There was one more with this style I wanted to do because there's another image I can use for this, which is backdrops. Um, it's a little blurry. Wish it was a little clearer. I was thinking about using that one, but it's too blurry. What the hell is this? Um, oh, this could work. IMG 11. Yeah, that could work. Let's try that out. Let's try this guy. Where do we go? Projects. 28 years later. Upload files. IMG 11. Take this guy. Do this thing. Where'd you go, buddy? All right, here we go. All right. Magic grab. This guy had a rough day. This guy has had a rough day. All right, so let's take our guy. We're actually going to do two things. We're going to duplicate this because I see some potential here. But Let's duplicate this guy. I'm sure you'll see what I'm going for here. But in order to make this work, send backwards. Ooh, that's cool. Send backward one time. Let's just use the shortcut here. We want him behind the terror. Ha! All right, brighten this boy up. Zoop. Contrast him out. Get rid of these shadows. Oh my God, we are cooking some sort of grease. All right, so we're not going to do any more contrast, but what we will do is saturation. This might be a lot, actually. This feels like a lot. Like it feels like he needs a shadow for sure. It feels like it could work, but the image once again is fighting against me. So just decrease the size of this thing. Like I kind of like it, but it's kind of you can kind of tell that it's not supposed to be here, if that makes sense. Let's see what happens if I brighten up the background a little bit. I need to brighten up the background on this guy anyway. So let's just do that here too. Oh, that looks way better. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that. But since we took our guy out of here, let's get rid of these flowers. This one, this wasn't even the fourth one I was trying to make. But let's do it anyway. Sorry, Bucko. You gotta go. Magic eraser. Let's click my guy. There we go. Erase him. Camera vibes. You got that Superman thumbnail? I don't actually. I don't. I probably won't make it until closer to the actual movie, but you know, that's one review I can guarantee you I'm going to be doing for sure. Let's brighten this guy up again. Actually, let's steal this guy. Not that. So stop it. Yeah, that's not good. That the quality of that is off. But if we put him back where he came from, that might actually work. Send backwards. Hey. Hey. Oh, no. It's an alternative. I don't necessarily oh duh. I didn't use thingamajiggy. Thingamabob. This thing. Take that. Now, sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. Sharpness. There we go. It's less like a dull creature, more like a the image is less blurry because this is how it started, and now this is how it is. That doesn't always work. I'm not even entirely sure that it's working here, but It's okay. It's an okay thumbnail. I think that there's a lot of space that's empty up here, and I guess the only thing I can really put in that space is this, just to cover the space a little bit. No. Oh, I just got another idea. Not this idea, but yeah. See, that's not working. Kind of. No, it's not. Anyway, another thing I could do. Nope. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, this is legit what I go through every time. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. I mean, there's no other image here, so that kind of defeats the purpose. But and this isn't the same red either, but I can easily change. Oh no, that's very dark. I can also make this brighter though, so that also helps. Let's make it brighter. If see, there you go. Actually, looks a little bit decent. Um, I could flip them. Hold on now. All right, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. All right. I'll be fidgeting with this all night. Every time a zombie movie comes out, I get upset with how they did World War Z. That might be one of my favorite books of all time, and the movie just was not that. I remember enjoying it, but not being like. I remember it starting off very excitingly, and then being very like boring the rest of the way. Like I did not care the rest of the way. It started off like, yeah, zombies, and then I guess they went on a couple missions. I just remember being bored the rest of the movie. I did one for Superman Returns Revisited. I saw that one. Look good. Okay, I got you, bro. What movie of July are you looking forward to the most? Uh, looking forward. Pick two: Jurassic World, Superman, Smurfs, Happy Gilmore, two fan. It's got to be Superman and Fantastic Four for me. Right off the bat, no doubt about it. Um, for the new film with 8 different thumbnails, I use poster my wall. Gotcha. One of the best hacks is downloading all of my clips and doing my thumbnail ahead of seeing the movie. I used to do everything after I've seen the movie and write my script. Totally don't work. I agree, man. Like as you like this stuff takes a lot of energy, you know? And after I sit down, first of all, after I come home from the movie, say hi to the wife, hi to the dog, hi to the cat, get myself in the mental space to be creative and want to write something down and write a script. And then actually record, which also takes a lot of energy. The idea of coming up with a thumbnail and a title and all that other stuff, it's just a lot. It's just a lot to do in one night. I'm like super um uh I admire people who can do all that in one night and who aren't using an editing team. Like for example, our guy Zach Attack Reviews. He sees a movie, literally can put the review out the same night because he works so hard and so well on his reviews. And it's like, or on all that stuff, he can write, record, package it. Like he does a really good job with getting all that stuff out pretty quickly. I'd be like surprised. Like he'll see a movie and get the review out the same night, and I'm like, wow, that's impressive. That's really impressive. All right, this is our last ditch effort here. Um, we're gonna do this. I can already tell y'all some of this stuff is going away. So that's this guy, this guy, this guy, this thing, this guy. You want to get the in betweens because sometimes that can be weird. The in between here, in between here. Oh, get his bow and arrow. Sometimes this thing be leaving stuff out, um, and it just makes the whole picture look weird. Damn it! Now we playing games. All right, y'all. Get the hand, please. All right, cool. Grab. Let's take that. Let's just bow. Let's just take you and go crazy. Cat, please move. Eat my fish, shawty. All right. Yo, little girl, you gotta stop stepping on my keyboard, please. Terrorist. All right, so send to the back. I kind of like this. I said send to the back. Oh, wait, so there we go. I kind of like this. All right, so nah, it's just not gonna work. Now it could work though. I wanted to include everybody, but sometimes, as I'm sure we'll see in the movie, I have not seen this movie or don't know anything about it. Sometimes you gotta leave some people behind. So let's just take this guy, since he seems to be the main character. He is in the middle, after all. What are you eating? What are you eating? Stop it. Yeah, we cook with grease. Where we were. So I messed it up. Little girl. Look, little girl, move, please. I'm going to fight you and everybody that is associated with you. All right. I kind of like this, but it's also given busy. It's giving busy. This guy needs to be brighter. Oh, Prince. Prince Harvey Sparks. Harvey because she has a two-tone face. So I wanted to name her Two Face, but I had to settle for Harvey Dent or Harvey. So yeah, but yeah, so and I've named all of our other pets. So I named Bruno, our dog, Bruno D'Angelo Sparks. I named Drake when he was living with us, when he was alive, he was a cat. Um, I named almost all of our pets except for Ginger, who was named Ginger because my wife thought that Ginger had red hair when in fact he did not. So he just that's a whole nother story. Um, but yeah. So do I love this? No. It feels a little like this skull in the back is cool. Would be cool if we could actually see it, but we can't really see it. You know. Um, also, this needs to be sharper. Let's increase the sharpness on this guy. Let's make him even brighter. Sharpen him up. Nope, too sharp. Yeah, this just isn't going to work. I might just have to find a word that's not terror. That's also true. This is fine. I think my favorite one out of all of these is obviously this one. I think this fits the mold of some of my better thumbnails. I do wish this red was a little richer. So let's see what we can do to kind of mitigate that. Also, red is a little difficult to read. I'm aware of that, but I have a lot of red on my thumbnails. Um, but just in case, you know, you know, you know what? You know what I mean? Hold on now. Let's make the head a little bit smaller so we can fit the cabeza a little bit in here a little better. I almost wish we could swing my guy. Oh. But you know, hold on now. Now let's leave this where it was. Command Z. Wait, where'd my flower go? My flower that was over here. Um, swing this guy. That's close enough. One more time. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, you know, that might be we might have a winner here. Holy shit! Yeah, this is how it works for me, y'all. I just stumble upon make one like maybe this will work decision and we got something. Let's make this guy brighter by just a little bit. And then a little bit of contrast. No, let's keep the contrast off. But what about some saturation? You know, we might be you know what I mean? I think I mean, if it's not it's close, I think. Which reminds me, this actually needs to be increased everywhere. This text here. It's 265. I always forget. Ugh. I always forget to do that because you want people to see it. Now, here's the test, y'all. Then I'm going to bed. Here's the test. Tools, thumbnailpreview.com. Actually, something that's important about thumbnailpreview.com is that you actually have to download your thumbnail less than one I think it's a kilobyte, maybe. And sometimes they download it and they're still more than a kilobyte. So let's take this here. No, yes, no, okay. So I guess this is it. All right. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, I haven't seen the movie, so we just want to make something up. Why 28 days later? This would not be in all caps. Why 28 days? Oh, I'm sorry, years later. Proves I'm making this up. Proves time doesn't heal all wounds. Oh hush. All right. So let's see. Does it stand out from our other guys? And the only way you guys will be able to know that is if I make this larger. So I'm actually going to just send myself out of here and just make this thing as if it were your full monitor screen. Come on, you can do it. Drag this guy down. You're on the YouTubes. You're looking for something to watch. Does this stand out? Does it stand out? You're on your tablet, scrolling through, scroll. I wish I didn't put it at the top because it kind of defeats the purpose. But can I refresh this? I should have copied and pasted that. Yep. Why 28 years later proves time doesn't heal all wounds. And you're going to tell me that's too long of a title, and I'm going to tell you to shut up. All right, here we go. Now it's in the middle of the page instead of at the beginning. All right. This is kind of let's raise this up a little bit. Bring this down. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, let's just raise this up a little bit. So you're looking through, you're saying to yourself, oh, that's a nice little video. Will I click on it? You know, and then you have your tablet version of this and you're scrolling through. Oh, the 28 years later. Oh, I don't know. Obviously I'm biased, but why are you at the top? Not don't have the scroll through kind of vantage point. They already gave me 301 views. Look at that. But I wish. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm landing on right now. Um, yeah, that's kind of what I'm landing on. All right. So what's up with this guy? He all right? Let's see what we got. Sorry, y'all. I was deep in creative thought. Actually, let's move this so you guys can see me again. Um, Let me pull this back. Ooh, that's too small. All right, I'm just hang out in this corner over here. All right, so oh yeah, let's look at these comments, guys. Da, 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 da. Zombie movies, yeah. What movie? Oh yeah, read that one. Read that one. One of Beth. Yep, yep. I used to do that before I started writing scripts. Yeah, it definitely makes a difference, man. It saved a ton of time. Unless I finish school, these reviews will all be freestyles and they will only be for certain movies. I get it, man. Honestly, I thought that writing scripts would save me time, and in a sense, it has. But honestly, now it just takes me days to put out reviews because now I'm just more concerned about, you know, getting a script right, and that stresses me out, you know? So when I used to freestyle and just get something done in the night, now it's like it'll take a couple days because I didn't just freestyle it. Watching how much effort and time you put into this is making me feel not alone in the rabbit hole. Time suck process. Yeah, this thing take. I didn't expect this to take as long as it did, but it always does take longer than I thought it would. Sometimes, like you'll get images from movies, like posters and stuff like that, that just makes it easy. But most of the time, that's not the case. Like if I were to go to, like, what was an easy one? Um, I would say an easy one was this Legend of Oshi one. Show yourself. There you go. Oh, you can't see it. That's strange. Oh, my whole thing is frozen. Wait, am I just frozen now? Okay, I'm back. All right. But yeah, this Legend of Ochijon, like that one was a little easier because they literally gave me exactly what I needed to do that. I just pulled him front, put the forest in the back, and put amazing there. So that one was easier to do. I made some variations and some other stuff. That one was easier one. I never put out a review for this movie. I did enjoy it though. I just never put out a review for it. Anyway, but back to what I was saying. Oh yeah, yeah. What I was saying was let's get through your guys' comments because my phone's about to die. Actually, it was last I checked, it was at 10%. So um, yeah, that makes sense though. You're only one person. There's only so much you can do. Definitely, when you're running the whole show, it's difficult sometimes. I'm super minimal with my stuff. I did three thumbnails in the time you were doing that one with the bone pyramids. I get it, man. I get it. I'm really excited for this movie. Same. I actually need to still finish um, the first one and the second one. I got like 20 minutes left in the first one. Oh yeah, y'all talk about cats. My cats are Ginger, and Toriel. My daughter named Toriel after the elf in the Hobbit trilogy. Glad we're all pet parents. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. T Cookie is such a cute name. Cookie's a great name. My son named my cat Cookie. Yeah, that's awesome. Um, my pets' slave names, the names that they had before we adopted them. Bruno was Sage. What? And Prince Harvey Sparks was Paisley. No. You have yo, have you seen Zach Milne has been See how Zach Millen's been doing. So his Instagram is living a happy life as a father. I haven't checked it out, but I'm super happy for that dude, man. He deserves it, yo. He works super hard. No idea why he came up with that name. I don't call him Cookie. I just call him Cat. That's hilarious. That looks yo. What up, DJ? Thank you so much for stopping through, man. That looks great. Thank you, man. It took a minute and get ready for work in like 5 hours. Man, go to bed. Hey, bro, cooking with this 20 years later. Thank you so much, DJ. I really appreciate this, man. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. I've never seen or heard of that website. Interesting. Um, so yeah, I'm not sure if you're talking about this website. Yeah, this is the moviedb.org. It has literally everything. So next time when I make an Elio, John, I'm gonna just click on Elio, go to backdrops, and just take whatever. There's so many good like this here. This is the easiest thumbnail I could ever make. I'm just gonna put words behind it. Like that's y'all can't even see that. This here. This is a thumbnail. Put the words behind it and call it a day. You know what I mean? Same with this one. Not so much that one. I don't know who that is. Maybe easy. I don't. Not for a thumbnail. I do like the image, but just not for a thumbnail. This could work. This boy's eating popcorn a lot. So yeah, this here, this could be a good one, but it's kind of dark. Um, this could be a good one. Yeah, there's so many, but I am probably going to focus on this one. This one, and I probably want one with the aliens in it. Maybe this one. Uh, but yeah, yeah. This is going to be easy thumbnail to make. It's certainly going to not take an hour and a half. Maybe it will. I don't know. But yeah. So I'm I've never clicking on the one to the left. Yeah, Donkey Kong. Oh, y'all talking about the yeah? My bad. I was missing it. Now yours pops for sure. Thank you, much appreciated. All right, hitting the hay. See y'all later, brother. Yo, see you, DJ. Thank you so much for stopping through and dropping some dimes in here. Much appreciated, man. TVD is amazing. This is also what I use to get my films on Letterbox. And yeah, like Kenny has said, it basically has everything. It really does, and the logos too. So if I wanted to take the logo or get the logo rather, because I used to do all this stuff on Google Images, and it sucked. But yeah, this is going to be pretty easy. I'm probably going to use this color one and put a shadow behind it and call it a day, or this one. I use movie database for all my thumb. Yeah, man, great resource, fantastic resource. All right, y'all. So that was it, man. Y'all helped me out. Y'all are the best. So yeah, I think this is the one I'm gonna run with. It's so crazy, like just one color change made everything pop. So yeah, I think this is the one I'm gonna go with, and yeah, yeah. Well, here's the thing. I hope it's good, and I hope it's terrifying, because I just made. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to find a different word for this, or I can flip the word terror and be like, it was a terror to watch, right? Not that it was terrifying. I can flip it and still keep the thumbnail. Why 20? Why 28 years later was a terror to watch or a terror to sit through? I can still make this thumbnail work even if the movie's not good. But I hope the movie's good. You know what I mean? But y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. This has been great. I would love to do more impromptu stuff like this, just hanging out with y'all, making thumbnails and doing good stuff. Y'all have been amazing, and love the fact that y'all all talking with each other. Uh, or terror bro. That's hilarious. I could probably fit that too. Yo, Ace, what up? Thank you for being a member for over a year. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated indeed. Uh, People saying what's up. I use yeah, this is Canva. I use Canva for mine as well. People saying what's up. And I'm saying good night. Amazing thumbnail. I had pop off for a bit, quick shower, but no, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all. Have an amazing rest of your night, man. You as well. Good night, everyone. Bro, you should do a live stream behind the scenes of how you make a video from start to finish. I see. It takes me days to make a video sometimes, so I don't know if I can stream for days, but I can definitely talk about it for sure, like what my process is. But yeah, it takes me days sometimes to get a review out, which is why I haven't been putting out a lot of reviews lately. But yo, thank you so much. I just realized this microphone was never even on. I guess I'm using my MacBook microphone, which probably isn't as good. Good job for my thumbnails. I use Canva, post my wall or alternatives. This was up. That would be some inspiring content. Agreed. Oh, appreciate that. Be blessed, everyone. 5-day challenge live stream. Hell no. That'd be crazy. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for joining and have a great night. Go ahead, watch movies, be creative, and love on somebody. That might be my new ending slogan. All right. See y'all.